This video is brought to you by MOFT. As a tech content creator, I get to use and test a lot of tech, but there's only so much that I can use day to day, and this is where some of the best tech stays around and then becomes part of my EDC. And that's exactly what we're going to be going through today. I'm going to show you exactly what the products are that I use and why. And as always, I will leave all the purchase links down in the description. But first, I am giving away this brand new iPhone 15. For a chance to win, be sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and subscribe to my second channel, TechBook by Dion, link in the description. Then leave a comment with your Instagram username and follow me on Instagram at Dion Schuddeboom, where I'll announce the winner on the 29th of December. To start off, let's look at my phone of choice. Now, the phone I'm using will depend on what I'm reviewing at any given moment. In fact, most recently I reviewed the Pixel 8, but I keep coming back to the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and there's a few reasons for this. First, I absolutely love this new titanium design. It's also more ergonomic thanks to having slightly rounded edges here along the frame. So this makes this large phone feel a little bit less large in the hand. It's also a bit lighter, again, thanks to that titanium finish and use of material. I love the matte finish here on the sides. It just looks super premium, and of course this natural titanium color to me just looks really high end, and I like that it's a little bit more subtle than gold, which I always felt was just a bit too flashy, but it still stands out from the boring sea of black and white phones that you see. So I think this here really strikes the perfect balance. So I run my own company, and a big part of that involves my phone, and for that the large 6.7-inch display that is on the 15 Pro Max is just super comfortable to use. It lets me see more content at a given time, whether that be emails, messages, or even when I'm editing photos. It just helps me get more done, and that's something that I will always enjoy about the 15 Pro Max and larger phones like this. But aside from a large display, what you also get is a very large battery. So the 15 Pro Max lasts me easily all day and evening, and then with lighter use I can even get a day and a half out of it, so translating to roughly 7 to 9 hours of screen on time, which is really incredible. It's something that iPhones are also known for, is their incredibly long software support. So I would expect the A17 Pro chip that is inside this phone to get another 6 to 7 years of software support. So this phone can really last. And additionally, if you do want to sell it some years down the road, iPhones hold their value better than any other phone, so you're going to get more money back to then upgrade in the future. But I would say my only gripe with this phone is the scratch resistance, or I should say the lack thereof. The iPhone 15 Pro Max, like all recent iPhones, scratches really easily, so I definitely recommend you get a screen protector, and I'm sure to leave my recommended screen protector in the description. So we've established that the 15 Pro Max is a good phone, but it's also an expensive phone, so it is important to protect it, not just the display with a screen protector, but also the back and the sides with a good case. Now, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you'll know that I've been using Apple's leather case for a long time, but that is now discontinued, and I have to say I'm not fully sold on their fine woven case, and I'm still testing that, but I've been looking for an alternative to the leather case, and this is where I came across the MOFT MOVAS vegan leather case, and this turns out to be not just an excellent alternative to Apple's leather case, it actually outperforms Apple's leather case or any traditional leather case in many ways too. So this special MOVAS material from MOFT actually outperforms genuine leather, both in terms of abrasion resistance as well as scratch resistance. So it should last longer, and actually also comes in at a lower price. So this really is a win-win here. And as you can see on my phone, this looks really great. I really love the fine grained texture that you get on this case. It also adds a little bit of grip, and to me, doesn't take away from the premium feel in the hand of the iPhone. Instead, really adds to it. And that is something that very few cases can achieve. In part, that is the material, also the fact that we get these nice metal buttons on the side that are super clicky and tactile. And this color here, this is called Misty Cove. So it's a very white color, and at first I was worried, oh, what if that's going to discolor over time? But no, it actually looks super clean on day one and stays that way as well. So I've been using this every day for over a month, still looks just like new. So I have a few accessories that I like to add to my case and carry with me day to day. And the first here is this MagSafe phone stand and wallet, also from MOFT, and it's made of the same really nice MOVAS material. So it just attaches here with MagSafe to the back, as you can see, and then we can unfold it to reveal the cards inside. So it can actually hold up to 3 cards. Now I only carry around 1 or 2 physical cards, normally an ID or say a credit card, as I do like to use Apple Pay as well. And then in the hand, the wallet can actually also act as a grip, which is really great. it, but my favorite feature is it is also a built-in stand. So you can stand up your phone here in portrait mode, and I find this to be a great way to have it mounted, say on my desk to keep an eye on notifications as I work. And then on the go, you can also rotate it, as you can see, and then have it in landscape mode. And this is perfect for watching videos, say on a train or on a plane or something. Speaking of planes and trains, this is where MOFT's 3400 milliamp hour Snap battery pack comes in. So again, it's made of the same great material, which means that all of your accessories are going to perfectly match. Something I really like. It attaches wirelessly via MagSafe, so you got no cables. All you have to do then, press a little power, and as you can see, will instantly be charging to have some extra juice on the go. Something I also really like is this incredibly thin profile that you get, which means that the package here is thin enough to charge while you're using your phone comfortably, even in one hand, or say have it in your pocket and still be able to walk around and charge your phone. And again, no cables, none of that, just attach it and go. I'd say the 15 Pro Max has excellent battery life, but on long travel days or days of heavy filming, an extra top up is just always reassuring to have and sometimes really needed. What is also neat is the battery pack uses pass-through charging. So this means that at night you can plug in the USB-C cable, a nice and magnetic cable that you get in the box, and then you can actually put this on your phone and then plug in that cable, and overnight it's going to charge both your phone as well as the battery pack. So both will be at 100% the next morning. And again, this entire setup, the beauty of it really is that it is completely modular. So I can go ahead and instantly remove the battery pack and then add the wallet again. I could even put on the battery pack and add the wallet to have both extra juice and some extra credit cards, which I guess makes me ready for a lot of shopping. Together, these accessories from MOFT really add functionality to your iPhone. And if you are interested in checking them out, I'll leave the purchase links down in the description. And then also be sure to use code Dion10 for 10% off your order. Let's talk about my watch. So I've been an Apple Watch user ever since the Series 3, so for many years, and currently my go-to Apple Watch has been the Apple Watch Ultra 2. Now, is this watch for everyone? I would say no. If you are looking for the best value Apple Watch, I would go for the SE2, and if you're looking for the best overall Apple Watch in terms of price and features, I would go for the Series 9. So in other words, don't get the Ultra 2. No, I really enjoy the Ultra 2, and let me tell you why. So first, I absolutely love this utilitarian design of the titanium, which of course also perfectly matches my iPhone 15 Pro Max. And what I really like as well is that large 49mm display. And just like on my larger iPhone, it translates to being more comfortable to use, being able to see more content on your display at a time. With the large display, you also get a large battery. So all the Apple Watches, the SE and the Series 9, typically last around 1 day in terms of battery life, where the Ultra 2 will consistently last me 2 full days of use, which is amazing. I literally charge it every other night, not every night. And it's great to know also if, say, I'm going for a day trip, for just away for one night, I don't even have to worry about bringing a charger. So a question I get asked sometimes on my Apple Watch related videos is, what are my favorite features and what do I actually use most during the day? So let me break down my top 3 Apple Watch use cases. And the first has to do with notifications. I love being able to see important notifications right on my wrist without being taken out of my current task. See, if I get a notification on my phone, I'm probably going to check that notification and then open another app, where on the Apple Watch, you don't. You just look at the notification. If it's important enough, I'll grab out my phone to respond. But if it's not, I go right back to whatever it is I'm doing. And I really like this as it means less distraction and ultimately also translates to less screen time on my iPhone. And next is Siri. Now, Siri may not be the best digital assistant. Did you get that, Siri? I hope not. But it is useful to set things like the timer, reminder, and also create calendar events. And since it is always on my wrist, I'm more likely to use it more often and just having that extra convenience. And lastly is activity rings. So the Apple Watch really encourages me to be active and get moderate exercise levels each day, as it sort of gamifies the process. You get these rings that you fill, you get really easily digestible graphs and data. And I'm someone who's quite numbers driven and also competitive. So this really works well on me, encouraging me to move more than the week before, the month before, etc. So all in all, the Apple Watch really helps keep me active, make sure that I at least go for some walks and a quick workout every day. I would say if you don't have an Apple Watch and you're not sure whether to get one, it's not about specific features that the Apple Watch can do that my iPhone can't do, but it is more about the conveniences that the Apple Watch adds. I find that throughout the day, there's many small but really noticeable ways in which the Apple Watch makes things easier or quicker to do, or just more convenient. And because of that, you appreciate it every day, and that's why I've been wearing an Apple Watch for so many years. But what about music? Well, I love listening to music. I mainly listen to rap, hip hop, and deep house. And for an EDC, nothing beats the portability of in-ear buds. And the AirPods Pro 2, for many, including myself, have become the gold standard, and there's good reason for this. First, I really like the charge case. It is super small and most importantly, very thin, so it sits very comfortably in your pocket. You can see mine definitely has some wear on it in terms of scratches, but otherwise it's held up really well. The battery life is great too, so I get around 5 days of daily use with the case. And then from the buds themselves, I would say I get all day use if I use them on and off, maybe 5 to 6 hours or so of listening time. The buds themselves are also really comfortable in the ear, so I can wear them all day, not get any ear fatigue or any kind of pressure buildup like I do get with some other in-ear buds. And I also really like that the controls are on the stem as opposed to on the bud themselves. This means that when I interact with the controls, I'm not accidentally moving the bud in my ear, or when I want to adjust the bud in my ear, I'm not accidentally touching the control. So this is a really smart design, and I think this really is the perfect sort of form factor for a pair of in-ear buds. And I would say these are also amongst the best sounding in-ear buds that I've heard. So sound is very vibrant, yet still balanced, and all frequencies remain present. You get nice and deep bass too, and the ANC is also excellent. So it does a really great job at blocking out people's voices. Let's say if you're in a busy cafe, especially things like road noise, train noise, or cabin noise when you're out on the go. So this really helps you focus on your work. And of course, the AirPods Pro 2 also integrates so well into the Apple ecosystem, so they'll easily switch around between your devices, whether you're going from your iPhone to your Mac, something I do often. These will automatically connect very quickly and switch between the two. I would say the AirPods Pro 2 really deliver an all-around package that is really hard to beat, especially if you're already in the Apple ecosystem in terms of convenience, design, and sound. And this is really why I use them. Now, at the moment, I'm still using the Lightning version, not the USB-C version yet, but maybe for Christmas. From some very high-tech products, let's pivot to some more low-tech accessories, and this includes my key organizer. So I have this one here from Orbitkey. Now, I've been using a Orbitkey Key Organiser for several years. This one here I got most recently, and I really love this. It's got this nice dark cherry leather, which not only looks great, it also adds really nice grip and feel in the hand. You see I have a bit of a leatherish theme with my case, with my key organizer, even this mat, which we'll talk about in a sec. But these are really well made, and they actually last for years. So this one here I've used for around 3 months now, I would say, and it looks like new. And I'd say the biggest advantages of using a key organizer is, of course, it's more compact, right? It puts multiple keys together. It also stops them from rattling, so it's silent in your pocket. And also doesn't scratch anything that you have in your pocket. So I like to carry my AirPods with my key organizer in the same pocket. Now, inside I have, of course, well, my keys, but I also have this useful multi-tool, which I don't drink, so I don't really use the bottle opener, but I do use the flathead top, often to screw or mount cameras to different tripods or mounts gimbals. So always useful to have this on the go. And of course, as any true tech reviewer should, I also have a SIM card remover. And I want to go back to this desk mat. Now, that's actually been used as the backdrop for this video. This would normally be up in my office, but I really like this. And this is also from Orbitkey. And just like the key organizer, it's such a high quality product. And I love the color of this nice stone finish. It's a little bit warm, but still very high-end looking. It's got a nice smooth texture, which is great if, say, you're moving a mouse over it, but it's also not slippery, so it's nice for your wrists. And what is also neat is you can actually fold it here on the bottom, and you have this nice hideaway that you can put in any kind of documents or paperwork that I really like. And then along the top here, you also have this cable organizer. So this is magnetic, and you can simply lift this, then put your cable under, and then rest it down, and your cable will then be permanently mounted, say a phone charger, or say a cable for your keyboard or mouse. So keeps your desk organized for the paperwork, the products on top of it, and also your cables. I think it really adds a premium aesthetic to your desk. And again, the build quality here is really exceptional. To charge my tech, I use this multi-charger from MagBak. Now, I have several chargers set up throughout my home, but I really like this one for its super thin and sort of very sleek design, and I like that it can charge all of my products at once. So in the back here, for my AirPods, on top, Apple Watch, and then here on the front, using MagSafe, of course, we have the iPhone. It's so great. I love using MagSafe. Simply place the phone, especially before going to bed. You don't have to find the cable, then make sure it goes in. You can just place your phone, it automatically aligns and starts to charge. And this here, I think, offers a really neat and clean setup. When I'm out for more than a couple of hours, I will often bring a backpack. And here I've been using the Moment MTW Backpack. This here is the 21 liter version, and I really love the low-key yet still somewhat unique design. You can see by the choice of materials, the pockets and the layout, but also very subtle. And then on the top here, I have a touch of color with my AirTag with this nice red case. Now, there's a couple things I really like about this backpack that I want to share. First is the straps themselves. So they're really well padded, and I like that they curve to the natural shape of your shoulder. So it's very ergonomic and distributes the weight well. And I also like that the bag can actually stand on its own thanks to having a really solid base. And now it's actually mostly empty, but still it will stand. And the laptop compartment, I really like. You have it here in the back, so it's separated from the main compartment. And in here, I have my M2 MacBook Air. By the way, this is my travel computer, excellent computer to take on the go. But what I really like is when you slide in the laptop, it doesn't make contact with the bottom of the bag, and also not with the surface that you place the bag on. So I can go ahead and comfortably drop this bag down onto, say, a hard surface and know that my laptop will still be protected inside. What is also neat is that the bag is side-loaded, so you can see that both on the front pocket as well as the main compartment, you can access it from the side. So say you're in a busy train or a busy station or something, simply swing the bag forward and then have easy access to all of your items. The bag itself is also waterproof, which is of course more than essential here in London. By the way, if you'd like to see a full-on what's in my tech bag video, let me know in the comments. So that gives you a look at the tech that I carry most every day. I really like this setup, and I hope it's inspired you and maybe given you some ideas for your EDC. And again, if you want to check out these excellent accessories from MOFT that I think really add functionality to your iPhone, be sure to head to the links in the description and use code Dion10 for 10% off your order. Now, at this point, I would love to hear, what is your EDC like? Let me know, what are your favorite tech products that you use most every day? And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.